So from day one this season, you were hitting the ball extremely hard. Over the last month or so, you're getting those results, though, with that type of exit velocity. What, in your opinion, has changed during this hot stretch?
Nothing has really changed. I still go about my business the same way. I'm still barreling the ball pretty much left field, center field, right field. It's just finding a little bit more grass right now, which that's all we can ask for as a hitter, Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good in this game. If you hit a ball 105 plus in the air, you basically did everything right. Whether it gets caught or not is really out of your control.
Buck has also talked about defensively what he's seen from you lately and how you were really instrumental in changing your positioning a little bit. What changes did you make that has also allowed that side of your game to be better lately?
Coming up, man, Yadi taught me how to position in the outfield. And when I got traded away to different teams, that changed. Like how I was taught to position guys, I felt like was the best way. I had a catcher who, he taught me how to position guys. He said, look, let me show you. And we went on the computer, and he showed me how to position guys. And it made perfect sense. I was taught by Yadi to take away the line drives, and I felt like I had great metrics in St. Louis. Mm-hmm. Then what the team started going away from is, they look at a guy's fly ball chart, which all of our fly ball charts are mostly oppo. Mm-hmm. So, you would tell a guy, play a guy oppo, oppo, oppo. And it's like, no, where they're hitting the balls, these hard-hit line drives are really pull. Mm-hmm. And, we started making some changes, when I showed Kirby some things. I was like, look, I showed him my hitting chart. I'm like, look, the fly balls say this. Mm-hmm. But I said, look where I'm hitting my line drives. And I said, I hit more line drives than fly balls. Mm-hmm. So would you really play me like this? And when he saw that chart, it kind of opened his eyes. And we started doing some things differently, and now you're starting to see, like, all right, I'm taking away a lot of line drives now.
Has there ever been a player you've played with that has impacted the game more in general, the team game more than Yadier Molina?
No, I don't think there ever will be. Let me give you a story. Mm-hmm. This is going to blow your mind. We're playing Pittsburgh in St. Louis, and Jody Mercer was up. Mm-hmm. Just fouling off pitch after pitch, and Yadi called time. I was in center field. Mm-hmm. And he calls time, and he's pointing out to me, and I'm like, me? He's like, yeah. He's like waving me over, more like way in the right center field gap. Mm-hmm. And I move over there, and I'm just like, man, I'm looking like, gosh. Very next pitch, Jody hit a ball right to me. And right then and there, I was like, he knows what he's doing.
That's amazing.
A true story, man.
All right, last question for you. I read something once about something you said that your mother told you when you were growing up, basically about the odds being stacked against you, and she said, what are you going to do about it? What exactly was her message then, and how did she motivate you to get you to where you are?
My mom is real, man. She's real as they come. She said, look, you're a black man in America. I didn't graduate, because my mom had me and my twin at a very young age. And my father was at the time in prison my whole life. And she said, the numbers say you're going to end up in prison. Everything is stacked against you. And she said, you got to change it. Mm-hmm. It's up to you to change it. And I was just, it was eye-opening to me because, she listed off everything, like, kids that their father's in jail, where they end up, dead or in prison, all that stuff. And I was just like, all right, I always was a good student because I didn't want to be I didn't want to make life harder on my mom, but I appreciate it, man. I like the challenge.
How old were you?
I want to say I was preteen.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, Tommy, this is all fascinating stuff. Thank you so much for spending so much time with us here today.
You're welcome, man. Have a good day.